Welcome to part 43 of Final Fantasy VIII. In this episode, we're going to continue our stay in Shumi Village, and this will be the last time we'll be here for a while, on screen anyway. We're going to have to actually leave Shumi Village completely after the first quest is done in order to start the second quest. Now, the second quest actually involves us going into Fisherman's Horizon in the middle of the quest. However, right now, we have to focus on leaving and coming back in. And while I'm out there, I could just buy me an Ultima. Because right now, Squall has about 30... Well, 26... Actually, he has 26. But by the time we get to later parts, he'll probably have close to 39. Which is a good thing. Because Squall, despite the fact of him just having base strength, you would see Squall strength raise tremendously the moment I get my hands on a GF that has a strength slot. See part 45 for more details. So in other words, 2 parts from now, we'll actually have a GF that'll have a strength slot. Anyway, we're going back down, and this time around, things will be a little bit different. Instead of us going to the Esper's house, the Elder. Why did I say Esper? God damn it. I just saw the dislike button just be pushed. It's now got 0 and 1 for every error I make. Damn it. So, instead of us going into the Elder's house, we're going to have to skip over to the Sculptor's house, because that's where the Attendant was sent to after the end of part 42. Again, I want to also apologize for the late posting of these videos. But, yeah, I've been going through a lot. So there shouldn't be really much excuse. I just had much to do. So with that said, I'm posting them now. That's a good thing. Anyway, we're gonna go over to the Sculptor. And now let's talk to the Attendant. And the Attendant is pissed off that he has to make the statue with the Sculptor. And the Sculptor is not getting any help. He's still making the statue. So after we talk to the Attendant, and also if Faraga came back, make sure you draw that too, head back over to the Elder and tell him that the Attendant is not working. Oh, and don't forget to get the Blizzaga there too. So, they will, so the Elder will actually let you ask the Mooba to help out with the sculpting. Although we'll still have to talk to the Attendant. Well, first we'll have to get this Blizzaga draw point. Because after all, Blizzaga. Oh, come on! I deserve more than 3, damn it! I'm Squall! Anyway, follow the Mooba back to the Sculptor's house. And then you talk to the the Attendant, not the Sculptor, so they can finish making the statue. Well, I think the Attendant just realized that the Mooba's here. And Attendant still doesn't care about making the statue. So, the Attendant's still making the statue without any choice in the matter. Even though at the time he was sitting there sulking. So also talk to the Sculptor as well after the event. And make sure you talk to the Attendant too, and don't forget about the Faraga. Again, sorry about the frame rate just dropped again. And I do believe it's because of Steam getting the achievements. That's probably why the frame rate dropped. So, let's head on over back to the Elder, and the Elder will also tell you to go to the Artisan's house this time. Now, once the Elder tells you to go to the Artisan's house, that's where things are going to get a little bit complicated. Although, the Elder wants the Attendant to finish up Squall's statue because once the Elder is finished his job, the Attendant will take over the Elder's position, meaning the Elder will pass on his legacy to the Attendant and he'll become the new Elder, but he won't be able to do many of the things that he's doing now. Once Ashumi becomes an Elder, everything that he was able to do, he won't be able to do as an Elder because he has to watch over the village. So, in other words, the Elder is actually doing this as a favor for the Attendant to socialize and try to get finer things in life done in no peace. Because once the Elder passed away, as it says here, the Elder's Attendant's responsibilities will have to come first, so he won't be able to fulfill his dream. Which is really sad, to be honest. You have several things to choose from, but if you're unlucky to be the Elder, you're stuck having to watch over the village. Even though it is good to be a leader, at the same time, the leader has the hardest responsibilities and have no room for fun, which would make them rather miserable sometimes. So, once you talk about the Attendant, well, talk to the Attendant, the Attendant will ask you for one more craftsmith. So, what you need to do, we're going to go on ahead and... Oh wait, that's right. I thought we were supposed to talk to... No, now we're going to go get this Artisan. Sorry, I kind of jumped the gun a bit. But yeah, talk to the Artisan, sorry. And the Artisan will say that he's not going to be able to do it because he's afraid that there's going to be too much stuff for him to do before he becomes a Mooba. And once he becomes a Mooba, there's not much he can do. Well, you can't really communicate and all, but still. So Squall will have to ask the Elder once again for the Artisan's help. So instead, we're gonna have to first get this Blizzaga draw. Oh, you gave her 4, you bastards! And now we're gonna have to leave the area and head over to Fisherman's Horizon. And this is where Fisherman Horizons comes into play. And I'll be right back when we get to Fisherman Horizon. We are here at Fisherman's Horizon. Where we need to go, well, actually we can explore Fisherman's Horizons. Now, there's not that much trouble here. There is a kid you could play for cards. And also, let's not forget, you can also play the mayor and his assistant. But where we need to go was the house that we actually passed up. Well, not to mention, there is actually a haste draw point that we didn't get because of events in the game. So let's come here and get that haste draw point. So actually there is a good reason for you to deviate from the path sometimes. Thankfully my seed rank hasn't dropped yet. So, excuse me. All we need to do is just go up, and I do believe it's the first house as soon as you come into this section. It's right over here, as a matter of fact. Green door. Turn around, turn around, turn around, Squall. Turn around, thank you! Go into that house. Now then, in order to continue, talk to the Mooba. Or at least let the cutscene continue. And the Grease Monkey will tell you the only reason why the doll reacts, even though the doll is not alive, is because of the fact that somebody went to Shumi Village. And the person who gave him the doll just so happens to be the Artisan. So if you talk to the Grease Monkey, the Grease Monkey will agree to go to Shumi, or at least send the doll Mooba to go to Shumi Village, so that it'll actually give words of encouragement. To the Artisan. So, with that said, we're going to be taking this Mooba with us. And I do believe there was a article of Timber Maniacs right next to the Grease Monkey. And now that we found that, I do believe that's part of a side quest, let's leave this area and we will head back to Shumi Village. It's gonna take a while for us to sail there, so I will see you in a bit. And we are back. And after I left and came back, I got 19 Ultimas. Added on to the 33 I already had, I ended up with 44. And that is a lot of Ultimas. But anyway, we're gonna not jump the gun because we need to come here last. Instead, we're gonna go visit the Artisan house because the Artisan needs to hear the message from the Grease Monkey that he programmed on the Mini Mooba. So, once you do, we'll just see the cutscene, and the Artisan will be convinced. And needless to say, he's really good friends with the Grease Monkey, and the Grease Monkey is giving him words of encouragement. And thanks to him giving him words of encouragement, the Artisan will no longer try to delay work and try to do other things that he probably won't be able to finish by the time he becomes a Mooba, and instead go out and finish off the statue. And that comes with a twist. Thanks to the Grease Monkey, the Mooba thanks to the Moobas. Okay, thanks to the Grease Monkey, that's what I'm trying to say. The Artisan decided to become a human when he evolves, or at least tried to become a human when he evolves from a Shumi. So, yeah. That's an actual touching thing because he was going to visit the Grease Monkey over at FH, or Fisherman's Horizon if you will, once he's finished. And now let's draw some Blizzagas, and Zell got more than what I got. Bogus. Anyway, now it's time for us to talk to the Elder, and this quest is actually pretty important. What we just got was Status Guard for all the trouble we went through. And Status Guard actually is a really good thing to have because it'll give any of your GFs that hasn't learned any status defense the ability to learn status defense times 4 for free without having to go through the trouble of getting any of the ability points for it. In other words, I'm going to put this on Quetzalcoatl, and Quetzalcoatl will have a lot of slots for me to put some defenses on, since Squall will be initially donning Quetzalcoatl as a GF. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are pretty much done with our stay here in... Well, once I'm finished putting on the status defense on Quetzalcoatl, we are pretty much done here with our stay in Shumi Village. The next time we meet, we're going to start the Chocobo side quest. This is Artisan 985. I will, again, put on the status guard to Quetzalcoatl, and I will see you guys in the next part when we actually get the Chocobo unlocked for Chocobo World in part 40.